What if you could build a super smart AI and see every single step it took to get there? Not just the final model, but the raw data, the training code, even the tiny decisions that shaped its intelligence. Welcome to OLMo 3, the most powerful fully open language model yet. But this isn't just about size. It's about transparency. It's about traceability. And it's about proving that the future of AI isn't hidden behind firewalls. It's built in the open, for everyone. This isn't another model release. This is a full lifecycle of intelligence, laid bare. A scientific experiment, documented down to the last checkpoint. Let's dive in. OLMo 3 isn't one model. It's a family, 2 versions, 7 billion and 32 billion parameters. But here's what makes it revolutionary. Every stage of training is open. Not just the weights, not just the code, but the entire journey, checkpoints, data pipelines, synthetic data generation, even the messy experiments that didn't work. Think of it like a research lab where every hypothesis is logged, every failure recorded, and every insight shared. That's how real progress happens, not in secrecy but in collaboration. Most AI models are black boxes. You ask a question, they give an answer, but you have no idea how they got there. They don't explain. They don't justify. They just respond. OLMo 3 flips that script. It's built with reasoning in mind. Not just answers, but thinking. And because it's open, we can actually trace that thinking back to the data. Meet OLMo 3 Think 32B, the strongest fully open reasoning model ever built. It doesn't just spit out answers. It shows its work. Like a student solving a math problem on a whiteboard step by step, with full reasoning traces. You can see how it arrived at the solution. And here's the kicker. It outperforms top closed models like Qwen 3, but with 6 times fewer training tokens. That's not just efficiency. That's a fundamental shift in how we train AI. And because it's open, researchers can now go back and ask, wait, where did that reasoning come from? Was it from a textbook? A GitHub repo? A research paper? They can trace it. They can audit it. That's not just useful, it's essential. For safety, for fairness, for accountability. So how did they build it? They started with OLMo 3, a massive, carefully curated data mix. Think of it like a digital library of the internet. Web pages, scientific papers, code repositories, math problems, but not just raw content. Every dataset was deduplicated, cleaned, and classified. They used FastText to label content by topic, science, math, coding, finance, so the model could learn balanced knowledge. But here's the genius move. They didn't just use existing data. They created synthetic data, math problems rewritten in multiple ways, code that teaches the model how to debug itself. They even built olmOCR, a custom tool to convert academic PDFs into clean, structured text. Over 22 million documents, some longer than 32,000 tokens. That's long context power, the ability to read an entire research paper and reason over it. This means OLMo 3 can handle real-world tasks, like reading a full research paper, summarizing it, and answering nuanced questions about it, something most models can't do. And it's not just about length. It's about understanding. It can follow complex chains of logic, spot contradictions, and infer meaning across dense technical text. But not all tasks need thinking. Sometimes you just want a fast, clear answer. That's where OLMo 3 Instruct comes in, the fast, efficient version. It gives short, precise responses, perfect for chat, function calling, and real-time use. And it beats big names like Qwen, Gemma, and Llama, even though it's trained on less data. How? Because it's not just about volume. It's about precision. This is the future of AI assistants, not just smart but practical. They can reason, they can act, and they can do it openly. No hidden APIs. No black box tool use. You can see how the model decides to call a function, what parameters it uses, and whether it refuses when it should. And then there's OLMo 3 RL0, a model trained directly from the base using reinforcement learning. No hidden data. No proprietary tuning. This lets researchers study exactly how training data affects learning, and avoid dangerous pitfalls like data leakage or spurious rewards that can trick models into giving wrong answers. They even tested it with random rewards, and the model didn't improve. That means it wasn't memorizing answers. It was learning. This is more than a model. It's a movement. OLMo 3 proves that open science isn't just ethical, it's better. When you open the doors, you unlock collaboration, innovation, and accountability. You can't just release a model and call it open. You have to release the entire journey. And OLMo 3 does that, every checkpoint, every dataset, every experiment. So whether you're a student, a researcher, or just someone who loves AI, this is your toolkit. This is your future. OLMo 3 isn't just the strongest open model today. It's a blueprint for what AI should be, powerful, transparent, and built by all of us. The future of AI isn't about who has the biggest model. It's about who has the clearest vision. And OLMo 3 shows us that the smartest path forward isn't hiding behind closed doors. It's opening them and letting the world build the future together. Subscribe. Explore. Build. The future of open AI starts now.